Hey there. Thanks again for joining. This is Scott,
This is Scott
and this is RV Life
from Top.
to Bottom. Thanks again for joining us. We just left Denver and Golden, Colorado, and we're making our way up lovely I-25, easiest traffic in the United States. And we're going to make our way up to Fort Collins, Colorado, which is where I happen to live for 30 years. And
Where I went to college for my undergrad at Colorado State University.
let's go. On the way to Fort Collins, which really was a pretty short drive, we decided to stop at Buc-ee's. We've never been to a Buc-ee's.
No, we've always heard about it, seen the billboards for it.
I
and
know.
Just never had an opportunity to drive by one.
It's as crazy as everyone says. It is enormous. Oh my gosh.
Everything from the storefront to the gas stations
The
to
food.
the bathrooms.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Enormous. It was great. And we did, of course, get the brisket, which
Mhm.
was super yummy. Oh my gosh.
and the banana pudding.
Oh,
Yum.
that was pretty good.
Yep.
So that was a great stop. I'm glad we stopped at Buc-ee's. Great views, by the way, off the backside of that. It's crazy how
Mhm.
well located that is on top of the hill. In
Yep.
fact, you could see all the way down to Pikes Peak on a clear day.
Yeah.
So then up to Fort Collins, which again, love Fort Collins. My business has been essentially based out of Fort Collins for 30 plus years. Love Fort Collins. It's just such a great spot. Always feels like home. Lots of friends there, of course. And, I mean, you spent how many years in Fort Collins too? Lots.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing being back and just seeing how much the trees have grown
Yeah.
and more mature the city feels. And
Yeah.
it's come a long ways compared to when we first moved to Fort
Oh my
Collins
gosh,
all
yeah.
those
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, it's been pretty great. Logistics. So we stayed at the KOA in Fort Collins, and we've stayed there several times before, way up on the north side of town. It's a really nice KOA. It's big. They have a mix of some seasonals kind of on the outside of the spots, and then, of course, people like us coming through for the weeks.
Yeah, they have tons of activities. What was different this time around is I actually got to walk more of the perimeter of the campground because
Yeah.
the last time we stayed there, our Leo, he was just a puppy, like
Yeah.
4 or 5 months
Oh,
old,
yeah.
and he was still learning how to walk.
Yeah, it was not his jam.
I would like take him out as a puppy and I would be like back in 2 minutes, like I had to carry him home. And I'm like, our dog's never going to want to go for a walk.
Yeah. But now look at him. He's a good old walker.
So we got to walk around the lakes. And
Yeah.
it was a great area for just having that time to walk around the properties.
So in Fort Collins, like Denver and in Golden, we really took the opportunity just to visit some friends, quite frankly. I had come out actually while I lived in Fort Collins. This is quite a few years ago now, and really just developed a beautiful community of people up there that have just been wonderful. So we did get together with a bunch of our friends there. I call them the Gaylord Fockers. It was great to see all those guys, and we went to Trailhead and grabbed a couple beers.
Yeah, it was great because some of our friends in Fort Collins we haven't seen.
I know.
And
Talk to them all the time.
yeah, but it's been a while since we actually got to see them in person. So
That was
yeah.
wonderful. We got to go to Muggs, one of our favorite coffee shops, which is our 10-year anniversary of meeting.
Yeah.
So that was exciting to be back in Muggs. Of course, we got to eat at a lot of other restaurants that I just love.
While we were waiting in line to order our coffee, we were just going to get our normal, which is just good old plain old coffee. And then you looked at the menu and like Finney's Vienna, and we're like, oh yeah. So it was nice
good.
having the taste of that coffee again.
Go to Muggs, Butterfly Cafe. There's so many great places. And, Fort Collins is also the home to Colorado State University. Go Rams. And that's where Scott did his undergraduate at. My daughter Johanna did a lot of her undergraduate work at CSU. We have supported CSU for many, many, many years. Love the volleyball program, of course. Love all their sports. So it's just a lot of fun. And they have the Oval, of course. I mean, you love CSU, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a great experience that I had. Growing up in Denver, it was just an hour away, so it was nice.
So Old Town Fort Collins is wonderful. That's kind of the character hub. Fort Collins itself is a couple 100,000 people.
And a little tidbit is when you're in the Old Town area, it actually served as the inspiration for Main Street at Disneyland.
That's right. Yeah. It's always kind of those cool little facts, which is great. So we used to live in Old Town, so it was great to be back and see some of the old places that we had there. But Fort Collins is just wonderful. We then branched out a little bit, went up to Estes Park. If everybody knows about Northern Colorado, you've kind of got Fort Collins, Loveland, Windsor. And then as you head west, you get up to Estes Park and you go through the Big Thompson Canyon. Rocky Mountain National Park is there. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't fail every time you go. it's just amazing, all the beauty.
Oh,
And of course, we got to see some wildlife, elk, and
yeah, it's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, besides the gays, we actually saw real wildlife. It was great. My daughter Johanna is getting married at the end of August in Estes Park, so we got a chance to go see the wedding venue. Gorgeous, by the
it's
way.
stunning.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a beautiful day.
It's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. So that
Uh-huh.
was great. We then, as we were coming out of Estes Park, we did stop and do a little hike. It was a very mellow hike,
Very mellow.
but it was
Yep.
great for the dogs to get out and spread their legs a little bit, and beautiful views. I mean, we were right in the Big Thompson Canyon, which was quite nice. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
So on the sweaty ball scale,
Sweaty wasn't very sweaty. It was maybe, what, a 1 out of a 5?
yeah,
The
it was
very end got maybe a little
little,
steep, but
but it wasn't too bad. It was a nice wide, it almost looked like an old 4x4 trail.
yeah, exactly. On the way out of the Big Thompson Canyon, we almost died. As crazy as that sounds, there was a truck that was coming towards us on a 2-lane highway that just veered off the road and smoked a guardrail. And so we were driving, just singing our little Andy Grammer away like a bunch of happy little gays. And then all of a sudden we hear this big crunch. We look forward and the bed of this truck is flying right at us because he launched in the air. We swerved in the shoulder. A little bit of his debris hit the windshield. And then it was quite scary. And then we stopped, of course, with a bunch of other people, called 911. And of course, where that accident happened was pretty close to some of the services in Loveland. So that was good. And yeah, I think he was going to be fine, but certainly was not feeling well the next day. But that was a little scary.
That was pretty scary. Yeah.
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 And then really back into Fort Collins, we ate a lot. I feel like
We ate
I
out a
gained
lot.
10 pounds in Colorado. It was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. And so part of it was the weather wasn't real great. It was super windy, which is very springtime in Colorado. If you know about the Chinook winds, just is what it is. So we didn't really even set out the grill, and we knew we were meeting with friends. We really, like you said, in Denver, every night, every lunch was just pretty well packed. It was fun.
Sure was. Yeah, and it was great going to restaurants that we've loved and cherished over all the years. And it was amazing. We went into a Mexican restaurant called Tortilla Marisa, and it was
Like we'd never been away.
like we'd never been away. Our server was still the same one from all the years back, and the owner of the restaurant was in there working, and so we got to see him as well.
Yeah, definitely go there. Illegal Pete's downtown's great. The Rio, of course, is always great. You know, if you can handle couple margaritas, they are strong, but boy, are they delicious. So,
and if you have a sweet tooth, there's Alton Mary's cookies.
Yeah, always good stuff.
And then also while we were in Fort Collins, we got the pleasure of meeting our daughter Joe's fiance Zach's mom and dad. So that was super sweet that we got to meet them, and
it was fun. And Joe's mom and her boyfriend. So it was really just a great time. So all in all, thumbs up to Fort Collins as always.
It was a great stop like always.
Oh man, it was great. So now we're going to head east. So we're going to make our way to Omaha, Nebraska, really Bellevue. We have an aunt there. Stick with us as we continue to make our way east.
It is interesting, like making that transition, because I kind of felt it as we were getting packed up and ready. I was like, man, we're leaving the mountains. Leaving the West.
It's very unusual. And we'd been there obviously for a long time. So it's kind of nice. It's exciting though, when you get ready to sort of push into it. Into a new area. But thanks for following us. Again, like, subscribe, comment. We hope you guys are enjoying this little journey with us. It's certainly been a lot of fun for us.
And if you go to Mary's Mountain Cookies, make sure to save the corner piece of brownie for me.
Oh, I love the cookies. It's so great. You have to get that. Thanks again for joining us. Again, I'm Scott.
And I'm Scott.
And this is RB Life.
From top
to bottom. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.